suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense.
I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy.
Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. Gets through.
Boo. All right, there we are. Oh, my goodness. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. We have been fighting with this, with the programming for the past 45 minutes. All sorts of technical issues. Still actually not completely fixed, but we're working on it and hoping to have it all done because we have other shows going on here today. So our apologies. I don't know what in the world was going on. Couldn't get really much to work. So we're here now. So we'll stick around until 12:30 because I have other shows to work on today, so it can't go later. So we're here. Frank is here. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's having had a good weekend. Thanks for joining us. Still just trying to get some last second things done here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a good weekend here at Governor's. I think, I told you guys the other day about Pete Davidson, and our big show was here the other day. Whoops. Yeah, I'm screwing up. This weekend we had the show that we've been pushing, the Christina Can show. A reality show based on a girl named Christina Holloway. She's a singer, but she's going to be starring in a new reality show called Christina Can, and she is going to be trying a bunch of different things. That's why it's called Christina Can. It's faith-based, actually, and it's just supposed to show people that, you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it and you get some help. And so Christina, she's a singer. She's had a song or two on the Billboard charts, but now she's trying her hand at this reality show. So we had the show last night in the Giggle Room. I hosted, and we had some great comedians. Dara Jamat, some of these guys you met, they were on the show a couple weeks ago. Dara Jamat performed, and Darren Greggs performed, and our own Laura Patton performed. Laura will be here again this Friday with me and Andy. And then Fudge headlined. I got to tell you guys, I haven't seen somebody crush like Fudge did in a very long time. This guy had the place rocking. I couldn't believe how funny he was. He did a half hour, and he definitely could have gone longer. It's just the night, the time was up. But he was fantastic. That's him on the end, all the way to the right. Then there's Dara, then Greg. Don Sill in the back. Don's one of the producers of this show. Of the reality show, and that's Christina right in front of Don. That's Christina Holloway. It was just a fantastic night. Sean Brown stepped in and did a set. He was great. I think that's everybody. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So yeah, it was just a great time. We thank you all who came out and enjoyed the show. Just a lot of fun. So and thanks for sticking around this morning. John says we're forgiven. Thanks, John. Yeah, so sorry for this late start. I mean, I see that there's some people watching. Otherwise, I would have just shut it down. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for your patience. All right. Frank is here. So, all right. So, Frank, did you watch the Grammys?
I did.
What'd you think?
Most of it was all right.
Most of it was all right.
Yeah.
So usually old people like us, they're like, we didn't know half the people.
Well, that's true, too.
And it was all evil and gay and trans, and was it anything like that?
There were moments of that. I was watching it live, but I wasn't focused on it the whole time.
Yeah.
And then the last hour, I was too tired, and I watched it this morning.
Oh, okay.
So, and I skipped over to the parts I wanted to watch.
Like what?
The last hour, they had Joni Mitchell. They had Billy Joel.
How were they?
Joni Mitchell was amazing. I mean,
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, she was, slower for her age and all that, but she sang great.
Yeah. She sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, for what she's gone through. Yeah. She did Both Sides Now, like a real nice slow version of it. And
great song.
Yeah. The crowd was very into it. They really appreciated it. And she seemed into it. She was having a good time with it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, she really... it appeared she was on her deathbed a few years ago, and she's bounced back nicely. What about Billy? Was he good?
Billy was okay.
I didn't see it. I was here. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, he did his new song, Lowered the Key. which I thought was surprising because it just came out.
Yeah, right.
So, if you're going to lower the key, why don't you just record it that way? But then, as a surprise, he came back on at the very end and did a shortened version of "You May Be Right."
Was that good?
Was very good, but it was short, and it was kind of abrupt. I think they were just kind of like, okay, have him play while the credits roll.
We have a minute or two to spare, so let's just...
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm surprised he agreed to do it.
I know.
The God-Awful Gospel Hour. Hello from the Weird Facebook podcast support group page. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hi. Thanks for watching. And put your information in the comments there. How do we find you?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We're starting late today. We started really late today. Our apologies. We're going till 12:30. We usually start at 11, but we had technical difficulties for 45 freaking minutes. Damn it. So Billy, the only thing I did see, because I was here performing last night at Governor's. So the only thing I did see was some pre-show interviews, and I saw. And I'll be honest with you, Billy Joel made me mad. Billy Joel is 75 years old. I don't have to tell you who Billy Joel is. Everybody knows who he is. The guy has had accolades upon accolades his whole life, millions of hits and millions of dollars, and it makes me mad. He's walking around, he's doing all these interviews. They're like, Mr. Joel, how do you feel? Nah.
It's all right.
You excited to be here? Well, let me just say I'm ready to play. I'll just say it like that.
Right.
It's like, you ungrateful son of a bitch. I'm sorry, but if the Grammys is something that you're so above the Grammys, like, somebody needs a reality check. There are millions upon millions of people who would kill to be in his shoes, who would kill just to be there for one night.
Right.
Not even win an award, just to be there, just to be a part of something so special.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's like, I'm not saying that should be a goal in life, but that's my point. It's fluff, and it's nothing but showing off how much money you have. It's an elite group of people that get to attend an event like this. But a lot of people dream of being able to reach those heights with a career, and to be a part of such a fancy event, and to be able to be pampered like that, and just to be glamorous for a night like that, and you're on national TV, millions of people are viewing you. The most of the attention was on him because he put out a brand new song for the first time in years,
Right?
And he's just.
He was like, "Yeah, I've done this already. Yeah, I've been here already."
So what?
Right.
So what?
Well, they did right before his song. Excuse me. They did like a little prepackaged video montage and stuff, and then they have him talking now about why he's there and all kind of stuff. And he said, "Yeah, and as far as the song goes, I haven't done anything in a long time because I just didn't want to." And that was his exact words.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You don't want to do it anymore. Don't do it anymore. But then if you're going to take an opportunity to go,
right. Care about it a little bit.
there are plenty of people who are striving for that. Plenty of people who probably deserve it more at this point.
Right.
If your feeling is I had my time, and I gave up a lot to put my energy into it back in the 70s and 80s, great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Then stay home.
Right.
And then to blow it off when, some of us, how much money, the middle class people are spending to buy tickets for Billy Joel?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Tickets, $150 to sit in the back row.
Right.
And he's,
Yeah. First time I ever went was in mid '80s. It was like $65, and I thought it was a lot to go see him.
I don't know. It did. It bugged me.
Did you see right before he played? They had they were doing commercials, and there's coming up next is Billy Joel, and they had him sitting there at the table with the guy Freddie, and he was like kind of surprised by the camera, and he's like, oh. And he did one of these quick little poses to mock it, kind of thing.
From there, evil, gay, and trans in the same sentence. I think you're referring to the world in general. Yeah. John Rosiello, I'm sending Hall's throat lozenges. I know, between the two of us. He's hacking, I'm clearing my throat. Vicky, it was great to see and hear Tracy Chapman again. But yeah, Tracy Chapman's good. I don't know. I saw a quick clip of that from last night of her song. Great song, and she sounded great, and she hasn't really aged. But I didn't really get it. Like the other guy singing, like he didn't bring anything new to the song. Why do we need him? Why? Like did that guy put out a version?
It's his new song. It's his current single, and that was the big attraction, to have him sing his single and she
with
being
the original.
Yeah, be on it with him.
All right. Well, that too. Why is Billy Joel singing a brand new song? He's not up for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Play next year.
Yeah, well, then he did You May Be Right to end
All right,
the show.
that song's 40 years old.
Right.
From there, Billy Joel should write a song about how people wish they could be him. Vicky and happy Monday, Walker Brothers. Happy Monday to you. Bang, Christy Brinkley. It's all downhill from there, says God Awful Gospel Hour. From there, Billy Joel has that song "Tired Old Man." That's the song he should be singing. And how was Annie Lennox? She sang during the memoriam.
She did the memoriam. She sang "Nothing Compares to You" for Sinead O'Connor. Yeah, couldn't remember her name. She was good. It was very on the sad end, obviously, because it was memoriam. But she had like a makeup tear on her eye,
right,
to go with it, and but it sounded good. I thought
she's great.
Yeah.
Oh God, what a voice!
She had Wendy and Lisa from Prince's band with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
they're awesome too. Andy Pajanos. I wouldn't say Billy Joel was the prime attraction. He was definitely big news that he was going to be there. The place was almost empty by the time he finished. Well, yes and no. The place was almost empty at the end when he sang "You May Be Right."
They were getting up and leaving.
But he sang the new song earlier in the night, right?
Just a few minutes before.
Oh, a few minutes before.
Yeah.
Oh.
They did his song, the final award, and then he came back on again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did hear that people were getting up to leave as he was singing "You May Be Right."
Yeah.
I can't believe, says John Rusiello, you beating up your friend Billy Joel. Good for you. Yeah, he did. It bothered me. I don't like, and I've said it before on here, I don't enjoy, I can sit here all day and talk about a person's work, an actor, a musician, a cop, anybody. I can sit here all day and talk about their work, but if I don't know them, I don't like talking about them like I know them. I don't like talking about their personal lives, but then, when they do something, like going on an award show and act like they don't want to be there, right. It bothers me because, again, there are so many people that are trying to get there. And you're going to be so unappreciative about, you just put out a song, it's like number 3 on the charts or something, so you're going to make more money, you're going to make a lot more money right. off that song. Show some appreciation.
Right.
I don't know, it hit me the wrong way. They were gone before he sang "You May Be Right." Right, that's what I'm saying. I heard when that song started, you could see people were already leaving.
Getting up.
I don't think it was planned that Billy was going to sing again. I think they just said, hey, we got 2 minutes, ask Billy if he'll play again.
Right.
Well, they're giving out the last award. They probably ran to him backstage at that point. Stay at the piano. Can you sing for 2 minutes at the end? Because we're running fast.
But at the same time, they're also promoting a big surprise at the end, which I'm guessing now was Celine Dion coming out to present the last award.
Oh, is that what? They brought Celine Dion out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And then there was
a thing about Taylor Swift with her.
Right. She didn't say hi to her. So what? And that too. I don't like how the awards are like the big news of the day. I mean, it's fun. It's fun news. And it's cool because I'd rather talk about that than politics. But at the same time, Taylor Swift didn't say hi to Celine Dion. Who cares? Who cares?
Well, I mean, it was kind of weird in a way because it was just like, she didn't know who was handing her the award. It was almost like, all right, thanks.
Right, that's what I heard. Like I heard she wasn't even looking at her.
No.
Like maybe she didn't realize who was handing it. I don't know. She was caught up.
If you were her, she was just like.
But then I saw this morning that there's pictures of the two of them together.
Yeah,
so she probably apologized to her.
I think someone said something to her, probably.
Right.
Like, hey, do me a favor, get a picture quick.
But she probably said, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you on stage.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Between technical difficulties this morning and, yeah, I'm in a mood. It did, though. It bothered me. It really did bother me to see this guy just... Thank you for having me. Yes, I'm excited. I haven't been here in a long time. Yes, I'm excited to be on TV again. I thank you to all the fans out there that are still buying my music. Like we, he doesn't owe us anything. If the man wants to retire, go retire. But we don't owe him anything either.
Right.
We're spending our hard-earned money on you, pal. Show some appreciation.
I was trying to remember, like, back in the day when he won. I think when The Stranger came out. I don't remember him being that much different then about it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, thanks. I got tchotchke. He used to call them tchotchkes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but he was there,
Yeah.
and he was taking them.
Yeah.
So all right. So what else? So that's and then also they have every year around the time of the Grammys, they also have this. They do those tribute shows, the Music Cares
Yes.
Man of the Year, Man or Woman of the Year.
Right.
They honor a musician who's like very charitable and gives back. So they do this every year. Is the night before the Grammys?
Like 2 nights, I think. Yeah.
2 nights before the Grammys?
Yeah.
And all these people, and they get all these famous musicians to come up and play that person's music.
Right.
Like they did, they honored McCartney one year. They honored Springsteen.
James Taylor.
Paul Simon.
Right.
This year, and I'm not knocking the guy, but I've talked about it on here before. I don't get it. This year they honored John Bon Jovi. I don't get it. I've never gotten it. For me, they have maybe 5 good songs, in my opinion. Never this was just, to me, that's just a band that was like they would do whatever they were just, instead of calling him Bon Jovi, call him Sellout. Like whatever MTV was doing that year, that's what we'll do.
Right.
To me, there was no originality, especially later, like in the '90s and beyond. John Bon Jovi's stage, whatever he did on stage, like certain moves, he just copies Springsteen.
Right.
So I don't know. I never really got the allure to Bon Jovi. Not a fan. Sorry, but I'm not. I'm obviously the wrong one because there's millions of people that love those guys. But I don't know. And then they honored him this year. Of course, Springsteen performed. Sammy Hagar performed. Which was interesting. Sammy Hagar performed, and Wolfgang Van Halen performed.
Oh,
not together, but
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, McCartney was there.
He was there, but yeah, he didn't get on.
I don't know. I just never understood. You're not.
I'm not a big fan. I mean, I saw him live once.
Oh, did you?
At Jones Beach, and
these days he just sounds awful.
Yeah, he's got some kind of a jaw thing or something. I think I'm not really sure.
Oh, really?
It seems like he seems like there was like a locked jaw when he sings or something.
But his voice,
no, it's
gone.
thinned out. Yeah,
he can't hit the notes anymore.
He's only. I used to say he only makes the man 3 syllables. Mayan when he sings a song or something.
But you look, people post videos now of him, and it'll say, look, listen how bad John Bon Jovi sounds.
Really?
It's it's beyond.
The one time I saw them, he gave a quick one song shout out to David Bryan and his keyboard player, and I think the drummer Tico.
Well, yeah, those are the only 2 original guys left.
Right, but when I saw them, it was like mid-90s.
Oh, so it was all still the full.
It was all still the guys, I think, and but they gave the 2 of them like a prog section, just the 2 of them by themselves.
Oh yeah,
and it was really good.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was just instrumental.
Tico is a good drummer. I'll give you that.
And David Bryan's really good.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I've met Tico, and he's a very quiet man. Very quiet man. Didn't have much to say. The world is in shambles right now, and all people are talking about are these musical idiots. No, see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I think it's good that we talk about that instead of, politicians with their own agendas and the wars that they're making money off of. Sometimes I think it's, sometimes I think the world is a better place if we just talk about sports and entertainment, but But at the same time, I also do get upset at celebrities who are so out of touch with what's really going on in the world, and they think it's all about them. And I did notice, I saw that I saw maybe 2 minutes of the Grammys between different clips this morning as I was trying to plan for the show, and somebody was playing. And there you see Taylor Swift standing there, dancing by herself. Everybody's sitting and watching. She's up there.
Yeah,
and she's
she did a few times.
All right, sit down. That's what I mean. I don't like celebrities like that. You brat. You're blocking all these people behind you. You get enough attention as it is. The cameras are going to be on you as you stand there with nobody else around you dancing.
Right.
Sit down.
Right.
Sit down. Should be punished.
Garth Brooks is famous for that too.
Is that right?
Yeah. One thing, I forgot what she said, but Annie Lennox did make some kind of a political statement really quick at the end of her song.
Oh,
The fist up kind of thing. I don't remember what she said offhand.
What, something with Israel?
Probably. I don't remember offhand. I didn't look at it since it was on.
John Rusiello, I thank you, Tony, for your show, How You Get an Award Someday, Maybe. I don't know what award that would be. It'd be a brick. Get this guy off. Fremder, if this show won an award for Best Podcast, it would be a Tony. Okay, Rusiello liked that one. Fremder, Bon Jovi's voice sounds like he was shot through the heart. Bon Jovi was the Blink 182 of hair metal. Yeah, you know what? I think I agree with that. God awful. I think I agree. Bon Jovi sounds like he swallowed the nails he woke up on. Sammy Hagar, to me, has one of the best voices ever in rock and roll. So I'm curious to hear. He sang "You Give Love a Bad Name," I think. So I'd like to hear that.
Is there a broadcast coming up of it?
There usually is. I don't know, but I'll look for that. But yeah, Sammy Hagar is one of my favorites. The guy can sing anything. I've had the pleasure of meeting him 3 times. 3 times. Always super nice every time. Barbara Hunt just arrived. Sorry I'm late, but I have work now. Now I have lunch break. Glad to be here. Well, we're glad you're here too. Who are you? Do you know Barbara Hunt?
If it's who I'm thinking of, that's her married name. I think I know her from school. If it's the same person I'm thinking of.
Oh, a Hicksville person?
Yes.
Barbara, are you a Hicksville person that went to school with Frank? Thanks for joining us, and we hope it's not the last time you're joining us. And don't sorry for being late, because we were late today, too. We were very late. We haven't even been on for a half hour yet. And we're normally a 90-minute show, but, yeah, today it's been cut in half. You're the bad luck, you know.
Yeah, I said that.
The last time you were supposed to be here, we had to cancel, and today we came this close to canceling. Fremder, she could change her name to Taylor Sitz. Yeah, so that was that. Oh, did you know? Did you know, speaking of the Grammys last night, David Bowie won an award last night. And guess who else won an award last night?
I know the Beatles did.
The Beatles won an award last night.
I didn't know about Bowie. What did he get one for?
There was apparently some kind of documentary that came out about him.
Oh,
and it won Best Music Film, I think.
Oh,
was the category? The Beatles won for what? Best Video?
Video for I'm Only Sleeping. Yeah.
Which is an animated video.
Right.
Which to me, if I was up for that award, I'd be mad. Like anybody can make a good cartoon video. Like, you know, what about a real
These
video?
were supposedly thousands of oil paintings put together as animation.
Okay.
That's what.
So one guy wins the award for sitting at a computer and making animation,
right,
and putting a bunch of other people's work together into one video.
Right.
What about the people who are dancing and acting and performing in a video? I'm in bad form today.
You're off today, man.
And I guess there weren't a lot of videos made if a cartoon of a song that's 50 years old won the award. Yeah, I was very surprised to hear that. Figures, Tony is angry at someone who is standing. Well, yeah, that's what it is. It's jealousy. Well, I can stand. I lean, but I stand. Andy, Laura will be here with us Friday. Calm down. Calm down. Yes, Frank, you are right. Barbara Bruder Hunt from Hicksville High School.
That's what I thought. Hi, Barbara.
Barbara Bruder Hunt. Do I know Barbara Bruder?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't know if you have many people.
Barbara, do we know each other? I'm Frank's brother. Most people don't, especially your class. Most of them don't even know Frank had a brother or has a brother. Had. Yes, I'm dead. Had. I'm dead.
My late brother.
I should be dead right now. Fremder, the Beatles won an award for douchebag bass player. Whoa, hey! What's that about? Fremder, why do you think McCartney's a douche? You're one of probably 3 people in the whole world.
I hope the Beatles get in next year for the song.
Yeah? You think it's that good, the song?
I think so.
Yeah?
I would think, maybe if nothing else, maybe for production, because they had to go all out to make it happen. They weren't allowed in the time frame that it came out as to be in this year. But
right.
They're eligible next year. I hope they come out and do something for it.
I mean, I thought, same thing with Billy Joel's new song. First off, it is pretty weird that we're back in a time where the Beatles and Billy Joel are putting out new music.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining about that.
Right.
But both songs, the Billy song and Beatles, I mean, they're good, but I'm not, neither one of them like, whoa.
I have the two. The Beatles one stands out a lot more, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know, award-winning? Maybe maybe something for the work on the video. Maybe that gets a video award.
The video is definitely great.
But I don't know. Maybe some kind of something to acknowledge the technology or the production. But,
Right.
But I wouldn't say it's like Song of the Year or anything like that.
No.
Not that I'd be sad if they won, because I'm sure their competition would be, WAP or WAP or whatever, So, seeing now, all right, John's going to call and yell at me.
Uh-oh.
It's becoming a daily event where I get called, where I get yelled at. Are you going to yell at me again?
No.
Oh,
I want to commend you. I love your attitude today. I really, this is the true Tony Walker that I know and love. You're like Rusiello. You're pissed off at everybody. But I want you to do me a favor. Would you do me a favor?
Of course.
I want you to keep that attitude until Friday. And when Andy comes to the show, make sure you yell at him, because last week I was very, very annoyed that he came in unshaven. His hair wasn't combed. He wasn't groomed. He looked like a fucking beast.
Have you never seen Andy Bujanos before? That's every week.
Well, he usually no. He's usually presentable.
Well, I think.
But last week, and I know he's listening or watching or whatever. So I'm not complaining, Andy. I just said you're a very handsome guy. All right, you're like Kaplan. Kaplan's a phony Jew. You're a phony Greek. Okay, and I love people that are phonies. Okay, because we're all the world is full of shit in one way or the other.
I am going to defend Andy. I don't think he was unshaven. I think he's growing a beard.
Well, if he's growing a beard, he needs to announce that to his fans.
Oh.
Okay, he needs to say, "Listen, I'm sorry I'm a little rough, but I'm growing a beard. I'm trying to get masculine in my age, whatever the case may be." All right, but that has nothing to do with his hair. He has like a cowlick in front. I never saw a cowlick in front. Andy, I'm breaking your balls. I love you. All right, Tony, you're great. I'm sitting here in a private room in a hospital with my lovely Dawn. She stayed overnight because she doesn't trust the nurses. So she, as you very well know, she's a nurse. So she's barking orders at me, and she brought my iPad so I can watch you today and tomorrow.
What are you doing in there? Is this a scheduled thing, or did something happen?
No, I had a little emergency procedure done on Sunday night. Florida, they operate on Sunday night. Stony Brook, I was going there all my life. Sunday night, you couldn't get a fucking cat to come in.
That's true.
All right?
Yeah,
but over here, I text you. I don't want to tell you what hospital I'm on the air, but I text you. But I'm doing well.
Okay.
My wife is my nurse. She's a nurse by trade, but she's my nurse, and she made sure that I'm entertained on Monday and Tuesday. I'll probably get released someday this week, hopefully. Yeah. And I'm watching you from a private room.
Nice.
All right, I never had a private room in my life.
Well deserved. You did. Yeah, you should have a private room.
Well, no, because when I pass wind, I destroy half the floor. So they figured, let me put this old man in a private room. So this way here.
Well, whatever it takes to get that private room.
That's exactly right, man. Yep. Believe me when I tell you. Yeah, it's all good. If I was 40 years younger, I'd be having sex with my wife, but in a hospital room. But it don't work. Well, I can only talk about it.
She's there, and you're in a private room, and you have nothing but talk.
She's right here looking at me, calling me an asshole because I'm talking like this.
Well, and tell her I said that since you're in the private room and you're not leaving for at least a day or two, well, that means you have plenty of time to get that thing working again.
Tony, that ship has sailed. I love you dearly.
I love you, pal.
All right, and your co-host is a very, very nice fella.
That's my brother Frank.
Thank you, sir.
Is that your brother Frank?
That's my brother, yes.
Well, I'm happy to meet him.
How you doing, you John? You too, John. Feel better.
I'm happy to meet him.
You too. Feel better.
I knew there was one handsome guy in your family.
Yeah, and he's not here. Hey, feel better, pal. We'll be
pal.
All the best.
Bye-bye.
See ya. See that? Even when he's in the hospital, he's got to call and yell at us. John, I did forget to tell you if you're still watching. Mike Kaplan will not be here this week. He was not here with us last week. He will not be here with us again this week. What's going on this week? I'm actually recording Thursday's show on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'm going to I got a call. I'm going to be an extra on some show called Boss. I've never heard of it. I don't know anything about it. I have not looked it up. But they needed an amputee. So I'm going to be an extra. I got to go into Brooklyn on Thursday. So I had a guest. I have a guest that's coming on Wednesday to join me, a filmmaker named Deborah Markowitz. She's coming on Wednesday. We're going to record it, and then I'll play it Thursday. I asked Mike if he wanted to join us today and here to make up for Thursday. He couldn't make it. So we'll see Mike next week. And I know Mike hasn't been here in a few weeks, but sorry about that. And also Sean, who's not been here in a few weeks, on Tuesdays, Sean will be here tomorrow. So and hopefully everything will be working as we get ready and Tuesday trivia and all that stuff. All right, let's see. Thank you, John, for the call, and please feel better, pal. Tony shows some love to Frank. Tell him I said hello and give him a hug from me. Jeez. What? What do you mean show some love to Frank? What did I do?
Oh.
Gina, don't yell. That's Gina, by the way.
No,
don't yell at me, Gina. Show me some love, Gina. Where you been? From there, Paul McCartney and Angela Lansbury are the same person. Well, everybody used to think so, but one of them are dead now. So, Plagianos, I have 2 cow licks. One in front, one in the top, one in back. So that's 3. From there, Tony looks like Billy Joel before the show. Mike Kaplan looks like Billy Joel after the show. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of... Yeah, so Wednesday we're recording, and then I'll play the show Thursday. And then I'll come in here Friday and tell you... Well, I'll try to tell you all about being an extra on Thursday. But with Laura and Andy here, I probably won't be able to get to sing anything. Laura was great last night. Totally kicked ass. We had such a great show. And again, if you guys don't know Fudge, he goes by Fudge the Comedian. Oh man, he was tremendous. I couldn't believe how funny he was. The place was roaring. Even Chris Monty, who was in the big room, he came up to me afterwards. He goes, "What was going on?" And he goes, I can hear the place was roaring. I said, "Yeah, we were having a good time in there." What were we talking about when John called?
Beatles.
Oh, all right. Well, we did that, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Done? Okay. Do you think there's an album coming?
Of Billy?
Yeah.
A lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, but nothing's been confirmed.
No, well, one of the interviews, they were talking about that the guy has a bunch of songs about Billy's that he's working on. Whether they're for anything or not, I don't know.
Maybe they'll just occasionally put out a song for streaming or something.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, again, if and a lot of people are saying it should be Billy's band and all this kind of stuff too. I would like to see, you can tell especially in the early days when the band worked together, they were not just backing up Billy Joel, they were together.
Right.
I'd like to see that.
Most bands, like a band like Billy Joel, where it's just him, but he has a backing band.
Right.
A band like Huey Lewis and the News, you have the backing band. All those bands, like those guys are musicians in their own right. They have their own music that they try to get out there and stuff. So, and I'm not trying to be mean. So when I say it's funny, I don't mean funny like ha ha ha, but it does make me kind of laugh a little bit. Like these guys in Billy Joel's band, these guys put out their own music. They write their own music. I'm sure any of those guys are saying, well, where'd this guy come from? Why don't you take a look at mine? Or why don't you ask me to collaborate on something with you?
Yeah, right, it's true.
Like they must be dying, those guys. Like this Jerry Wexler?
Freddie
Wexler. He comes from nowhere. He's 30-something years old. He probably paid $1 few million to get Billy Joel in the studio with him.
And have lunch with him for takeout.
And these guys, and meanwhile the band is like, yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I've been in this band for years.
Right.
I got music here.
That's a good point.
Gina, where in Brooklyn? You may be near Jack's stage. If so, you should meet up with him. Oh, I would love to do that. That was, and I'll tell you, being an extra in films blows. It sucks. You sit around all day in uncomfortable situations, like either with no heat or no air conditioning. You're the very last people to get called to go eat because you're the bottom of the barrel. I remember one shoot. I think it was for Luke Cage. By the time they called us to go get food, there was none left. Because they get all the union guys first, but then all the the extras are like people look at you funny. You can only go sit in a certain area. Like it's really bad. Except for the one shoot I got to do with Gina's husband. Gina, what was the name of that show? Timothy Hutton was in it, although he wasn't in the shoot that I was in. I just remember he was the star of the show. I want to say Almost Family. I don't know if that's right. But Gina's husband was working on that show, so that day was cool. I was hanging out with him a little bit. We were walking around set, joking around a little bit. It was nice to, not be a peon, and the Luke Cage, when I was on Luke Cage, man, 16 hours for $170. Oh, it was brutal. It was awful. The last show I did was, what was it called? Who's the guy that plays Spider-Man, right? The current Spider-Man. It was a series on Apple TV. It was a series that he was in. In fact, I'll be honest, I didn't even watch it, but I know he was like a psych patient or something. Like he was all messed up in the head, and I had to play. I was in the background. They wanted an amputee in the background as well, and it was cool because it was supposed to be like a veterans hospital, so they gave me like an army jacket to wear. And the name tag that was sewn on, it said Walker. Yeah. I was like,
that's cool.
What are the chances of that?
Yeah, right.
But then by the time we got to the shoot, they had me remove the jacket. So I know. I was like, but this is cool. Yeah. And I said, I was joking around. But it's cool. That's my actual name. And they just take the jacket off. Okay. So, that one wasn't a lot of fun either. But this one is some show called Boss that I've never heard of. And they're giving me $200. So hopefully it won't be that long of a day.
Do you know anything about the show at all?
No, I don't know anything about it. I've never heard of it. I didn't look it up. I don't even know what time I have to be there. They're gonna get in touch with me with obviously beforehand. But Gina, I don't know where in Brooklyn. I have no information yet. They contacted me Saturday, asked me if I was available. They wanted me to go tomorrow for a fitting, which I've done that before. You come in such and such a day for a fitting, and then you come back for the shoot. I'm not doing that anymore because I got to drive to Brooklyn, for 10 minutes to try on 2 outfits for them to pick one. Then I go back. They give you a stipend, but it's like I think it's like $15 or something. And I'm like, so I wrote back. So no, I'm not available for the fitting. If you'd like to fit me that morning, I'll come as early as you want.
Right.
But I'm not making 2 trips.
No.
So and I didn't care if that was a deal breaker.
Right.
But then they said, no, it's no problem. We'll send you the location and the time. But, we'll fit you that day. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be there. Tom Holland, The Crowded Room. That's it. Yes, thank you, God Awful. Good old GGH, God Awful Gospel Hour, GGH. Have you ever won an award of any kind? You ever won a Grammy?
No.
Have you ever won anything?
I think high school was about it.
No, it just hit me. I didn't even hit me till just now.
What's that?
You won, what was it, spaghetti.
Oh. From Soupy Sales.
We were just talking, who?
Oh, I have a recording of that, too.
Who was just talking? Oh, Jackie. Jackie the Joke Man was on, he was on here a couple weeks ago, but then he did Don's show. Mm-hmm. Or was it Coffee with the Dog? He was on one of the other shows. Well, he did both shows here on Govs. But on one of them, he was talking about the days of NBC, and he was talking about Soupy. Apparently, he was kind of close to Soupy.
Was he?
Yeah, and he was talking about how Soupy had the radio show. And then immediately I was like, oh, yeah, Frank.
Oh, my God.
So, you called in. What was it? He had his own, talent show.
Yeah, call-in talent show.
So, so he had a radio show on WNBC in the 80s.
Right. And
this was, he was way past his prime at this point. He was just...
He was in between Howard Stern and Don Imus and Stern.
Right.
Basically. He was the middle, the afternoon guy.
Right. And he would have people call in to
he'd read a poem or recite something or sing a song, whatever it was. And I made the mistake of calling in to sing a song.
And this was the day of landlines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And not even cordless landlines.
No.
So you had to take the phone and just put it down in front of you and sing.
Right. And the cord we had was winding cord. I forgot a coil cord. So he sets me all up. All right, sing a song. I have my electric.
Oh, you mean the cord between the phone and the
on the landline
and the handset? Yeah,
yeah. It was a
not
coil.
not the phone line.
No,
Right. Okay.
It was a coiled headset. So he sets me all up. I have electric guitar, which is a mistake to begin with because it was way too loud. And I didn't know that. I had the phone right here, and I had the guitar on like this, and I'm trying to sing from... Mistake all around. But just
go ahead.
Just he says, okay, start singing, Frank. And I'm singing one of my own songs kind of thing. And just as I start to sing, the coil goes boing, and it goes flying across the room. And all you hear on the phone is...
you hear a bunch of... Yeah.
You hear all the banging, and they don't know what's going on.
And I think they even said, Frank?
Are you okay? Yeah, you okay? And I'm trying to explain, and it didn't work out. And
So you put the phone right here? Like
I had it on a table.
Yeah. But what you didn't think to back up to...
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know how it was going to sound on their end.
Right. But then...
This is 1985.
Oh, is that when it was? 85?
Yeah.
But then didn't they start like doing sound effects and stuff in the background?
Yeah, well, so the thing was, after the coil thing happened, I put it down and it happened again.
Oh, you dropped it again?
It happened. It just pinged on its own and just flew away on the second time. So again, I'm trying to explain what's going on. It didn't work, and you hear a lot of noise. I finally start playing the song, and I was singing terrible, and it was playing terrible. I'm trying to sing louder than guitar, which is that's a mistake because you're way off pitch and all that stuff. And so yeah, they started picking on me.
Right.
But I didn't know it until afterwards.
Oh, really?
So they said to me on the phone afterwards, "Hope you don't mind. We were kind of messing with you a little bit on there. We were kind of making noises and playing sounds and stuff. Hope you're a good sport about it." I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's all right, it's all right." And in the end, I lost to somebody who recited a Mets poem because it was big. That was the Mets prime era at that point.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I lost to a guy who did a Mets poem, but my second place award was 6 pounds of spaghetti.
6 pounds of spaghetti.
And it was right before Thanksgiving, and we used it Thanksgiving.
Oh, is that right? I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so what was first place?
Just a Met. I don't know what the prize was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The prize.
I don't know if it was money or what it was, but.
All right, John's got to go. The oncologist has entered. Say hi to the oncologist for us.
Mm-hmm.
Gina says yes. It was almost family, and let her know when I know what stage. Okay, I will. I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
What? Tell us your. All right, so that was your big award, 6 pounds of spaghetti.
My soupy sales story.
Tell us your worst gig and your best gig.
Worst gig was probably some woman was trying to come up to me and talk to me while I was playing. And
what did she want?
I think like a song request or something like that.
While you're in the middle of a song?
Yeah, while in the middle of a song. And if I'm singing this way, the mic stand is over here. She's trying to come at me from the other end of the room. So I'm trying to like blow her off and just trying to let me finish the song. She starts doing it again, and as she comes up to me, she trips over the stage or whatever it was, hits the mic stand, hits me dead in the face. Poof! I see stars. The whole thing. I feel like I'm bleeding. I don't think I was, but I'm just like, "Ma'am, sit down, please."
Wow.
Yeah.
What song were you singing?
I don't know.
So, but you were definitely singing. It's not like you were just like playing.
No, I was in the middle of the song.
You could talk to her real quick.
No.
You were. Did you know this person?
No.
What song did she request?
I don't even know that. I don't even remember. Probably, Brown Eyed Girl or something like that.
And did you play it?
No. I couldn't even finish the song I was playing.
Oh, you were like you didn't play it at all after that?
Well, I had to take a little break because I was in pain.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if my mouth was full of blood. But I just said, "Ma'am, sit down," and she was drunk, and I think her friend finally came and got her and stuff, and that was that.
Now, is there video?
No.
Damn it.
No, I wish.
How long ago was this?
This was at least 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Bunk.
All right, best gig.
Best gig, any of the ones I've done with one of his stories, especially with the Bangladesh concerts at the Space in Westbury, where I got to play with people like Denny Lane and members of Wings and Marshall Crenshaw and
members of the Rascals.
Met the Rascals, right?
Who else? Come on, there's got to be more, right?
Did those shows?
Well, yeah. Who else has played?
I can't think of offhand.
That's it. Those only
members of the Hooters, but I don't think I wasn't involved in that one. But they've done the show.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm talking that you played with.
Danny Lane was probably the big one for me. We got to sing a couple of Wing songs, a couple of his songs.
Yeah.
We got to sing "Go Now," which was like his big song.
Rob Notaro just a week or two ago, he texted me because because Denny Lane passed away But yeah, this is only maybe 2 weeks ago. He sent me a link to a YouTube video of Denny singing "Go Now." He goes, I'm going through Denny Lane stuff. I find this video. He goes, and there's Frank Walker. I was like, yeah, that's
the Bangladesh show.
Yeah.
Yep. We did it twice with him.
But then you played at Westbury Music Fair with what's his name?
With Andy Cooney, Irish entertainer. That's true. That's probably the most high profile one.
Right. And he's still out there. I haven't seen his name around in a long time.
Yeah, he still does it. He does the podcast of his own actually once in a while.
Oh, does he?
Of Irish music. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he's a Mass Speaker guy, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm actually trying to get him in here.
I'll talk to him. Yeah, I'll see if I can get him home.
Oh, you still talk to him?
Once in a while.
Didn't he offer you to go on the road with him or something?
He did back then, yeah. He asked me if I wanted to, and I couldn't afford to, I think, or something.
Couldn't afford to. You would have made more money than you ever made in your life.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I know. I know. Nice offer.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Gina says, have a good day. Got to go to the doctor. What is going on? Oncologist,
I do
doctor's
too,
appointment. Gina. Well, yeah, it's 12:30 anyway, so we're hitting the road. Thanks for joining us for this shortened version of our show today. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Tomorrow we'll be back, hopefully at 11 o'clock. Tuesday trivia. Sean Elliott will be here. Looking forward to that. I've not seen him in a few weeks. And today we got Treading Water. Hopefully we'll be live at 3. If not, we'll record it and post it as soon as it's done. So could be 3, could be like 4:30. Steve Squared tonight at 6:30. I don't know if Flip Tracks is on tonight or not, but as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. Tomorrow, there is no Hershey and the Keegs tomorrow night. I don't know why. One of them had to cancel. But we do have My True Crime Confession tomorrow night at 7. So that'll be cool. Laura Patton will be joining us on Friday with me and Andy. I believe Don Versations returns on Friday. Thursday's show with us here, we'll have Deborah Markowitz. She's a filmmaker. Looking forward to talking to her. You guys look like you have 2 thumbs up, says Fremder. We do look like a couple of thumbs. Oh. All right. We're getting out of here. Go to govs.com this week on Governor's Stages. Some of the people you'll see. Joe Matarese, Mike Keegan and Carla Okerson, they got a Valentine's Day show going on. Tommy Gooch is playing. Irene Bremis, Joe Curry, just some of the names you'll see on the Governor's Stage this weekend. And that'll do it. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thank you, and try not to jinx us next time you come in.
Yeah, no, really.
And, all right, we'll see. Oh, anything you want to plug before we go?
Nope, I'm good.
No, all right, good. I didn't ask you if you were good. All right. We'll see you guys later. See ya.
Love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.